So you want to know how much a 2023 Honda Accord is going to cost you? Well, in this video, we're going to be going over everything, over all the trims, including pricing, as well as the upgrades and cost cuts that Honda has made on this vehicle. And if you want to see my prior opinions on this vehicle, you can also check out my video somewhere up here. I just wanted to thank you guys for the support on that video. 105 likes as I record this, which is insane, and it's probably my most liked video of all time. And I also wanted to thank you for 400 subscribers too. Thank you for all the support. But in general, I thought it was sort of disappointing due to the bland exterior design and also the removal of the 2-liter turbo trim. I also kind of think that keeping the 1.5 turbo in the Accord is kind of pointless. If you take a look at the 10th gen Accord and the LX trim, we see that the hybrid option was about $1,200 increase. And I'm sure that Honda could have made the hybrid cheaper in the 11th gen because of the economies of scale had they decided to go full hybrid. And I think they should have done this and kept the 2.0 turbo as a performance option and maybe a couple trims such as the Sport L or the Touring. But now that I've seen it in some other colors and pictures, the exterior has grown on me a little bit, but I do think it's still a little bland. But first, I do want to talk about fuel economy numbers since Honda has released that as well. So the 1.5 turbo Accord is going to get 29 city, 37 highway, and 32 combined, while making 192 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque. As for the hybrids, the EXL is going to get the most range of 51 city, 44 highway, and 44 combined. All other trims are going to get 46 highway, 41 city, and 44 combined. With that out of the way, let's get into the trims and the pricing. And I'll also have a spreadsheet that I'll be using throughout this video as well. So the LX is going to come in at $28,390 with destination. All the prices I say in this video are going to be with destination. That's about a $800 upcharge when compared to the previous model. And this comes with the 1.5 liter engine. Honda Sensing is standard. You do get a 7-inch touchscreen with wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is a downgrade from the previous generation, as that had an 8-inch screen standard with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. 10.2 digital instrument cluster is standard, and that's an upgrade compared to the half digital display on the previous Accord. There's going to be LED lights all around, 17-inch alloy wheels, and a 160-watt system with 4 speakers. Another display of cost cutting that you'll know here is that the dual zone climate is not a standard feature anymore when it was on the previous generation Accord. I would probably skip the Accord LX, to be honest, and an alternative in my recommendation to this vehicle would be the Civic EX because the amount of content it offers when compared to the Accord LX. It also comes with the same engine as the Accord LX, the 1.5 making slightly less power. But it comes with a variety of more content such as a moonroof, heated seats, an 8-speaker stereo system, dual zone automatic climate, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, 60/40 split seats. It comes with the same 7-inch infotainment system, which honestly should be the 9-inch at over $26,000 before destination, but that's a different video. And that's kind of what happens when you make your interiors very similar. But anyway, with destination, the Civic is going to be $845 cheaper, being $27,000 $545 with destination versus $28,000 $390 versus the Accord. So again, get the Civic unless you need the rear seat legroom or the sheer trunk size of the Accord. The EX comes in at $30,000 $705, which is about a $600 increase from last year's Sport. And includes heated front seats, a sunroof, dual zone automatic climate control that again was standard on the previous generation. You're also going to get an 8-speaker 180-watt audio system, 60/40 split rear seats, blind spot information, and rear cross traffic alert. Finally, you'll also get 10-way power seats, but that's where the downgrade is made here because in the last generation of Accord, that came with 12-way power adjustable seats. You're also going to be missing the fog lights that aren't on the Sport anymore. The leather-wrapped steering wheel is gone along with the rear USB ports. And if you enjoyed the looks of the Sport of the last generation Accord, that's pretty much gone right now because this basically is going to look more like a base LX rather than a Sport. But a nice side effect of that is that you're going to be riding on a 17-inch wheel still, so that means you'll get a better fuel economy and a little bit better ride. Now let's move on to the hybrids, and the hybrids are going to get that 2-liter active cycle, making 204 horsepower. I want to interject again and talk about Honda's claim of the most powerful Accord hybrid. So basically, the new Accord is measured on the ISO system, which seems to be a sort of industry standard for measuring a hybrid's power. So while the old one was weighted at 212 horsepower for whatever measuring system they decided to use, it would now be rated at 201 horsepower using ISO. The new one is measured at 204 horsepower, which means a 3 horsepower increase, which isn't that much, but it is something given that the vehicle is now more fuel efficient, and it also adds 15 pound-feet of torque. So let's start with the Sport. So that's going to come in at $32,990, and that's going to be featuring that sporty design, including 19-inch alloy wheels. And the design used for these wheels look more like the 2017 Accord Sport, which I actually like, along with the gloss black dick-lid spoiler and gloss black power side mirrors. You're also going to be getting that leather-wrapped steering wheel and shift knob that should have been on lower trims. You do get that 12.3-inch unit with a volume knob, and that's a nice upgrade in general from the 8-inch from the Accord. And that comes with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. You're also going to get some nice sport pedals. You'll also notice a baffling decision made by Hyundai, which is a downgrade, is that Hyundai has excluded heated seats from this model when the EX had them, and that's just pretty unacceptable for a vehicle that comes in at $33,000. The EXL trim is going to come in at $34,635 and is actually cheaper than the 22 Accord EXL by about $500. So that's going to add front and rear parking sensors, leather seats, heated side mirrors with indicators, memory seats, second row USB ports, automatic dimming rear view mirror, and you're going to go back to the 17-inch wheels here. You'll also notice that the previous generation of the Accord had a 10-speaker, 450-watt sound system, so you'll be stuck with the same 8-speaker, 180-watt speaker in the 2023 Accord. The Sport L is basically the same thing as the EXL, but with sporty styling, and that's going to cost $34,970. I'd probably just go for the EXL because it's cheaper and you're going to get the best fuel economy. And I guarantee you that one of these trims will be gone within the vehicle's life cycle because they're so close and there's not that much differentiating it. Maybe Honda could have put the Bose sound system in the Sport L or maybe some other features to separate it, but alas. Finally, we have the Accord Touring, which is the one I would get because of the sound system, which is something I value, and that comes in at $38,985, representing a $300 upcharge from the previous generation, and that's going to get you your Bose sound system with 12 speakers and a subwoofer. You're going to get your Google built-in, and that's pretty much disappointing that it's the only trim that offers this software. The same with the wireless charger, 15 watts, and that should be on lower trims. Low-speed braking control. Again, it's software and is probably using the same radar as the Honda Sensing stuff. So they probably could have put it on the lower trim as well. And finally, rain-sensing wipers, which again, probably could have been put somewhere else. Other upgrades include the 19-inch alloy wheels, and you're going to get better tires. 235 by 40 R19 V-rated tires. You're going to get ventilated front seats, heated outboard rear seats, and a heads-up display. It's missing the adaptive dampers that I think was the 2.0 turbo exclusive features. I also forgot to mention that the heads-up display received a downgrade here. This one is going to be 6 inches, while the 10th gen Accord had a 10.2-inch heads-up display. So unless the software is significantly better on this one, which I doubt, that is a downgrade. But if you notice, they keep a lot of things worth getting on the Accord Touring. It says spreading the goodness to other vehicles and adding new features for the top trim. For example, they could have added things like a 360 camera, a panoramic moonroof, ambient lighting, a heated steering wheel, acoustic glass for road noise. Many people complain about Honda's road noises, adaptive dampers for better watt quality, and some of the competition offers Nappa leather, and most of the hybrids that Honda's offer leather, so maybe that could have been an upgrade as well. Just something to keep this more appealing for for buyers that wants a nicer vehicle, while being able to trickle some of the stuff from the Accord Touring down to lower vehicles. so that other people can enjoy the goodness. So basically, the Accord Touring comes out the same as the old one, just with some better tech and also some powertrain upgrades. I also put some pictures up for the available accessories for this vehicle if you're interested in that sort of thing, and you can then pause the video if necessary to check it out, and a link will be in the description as well. So in general, they were able to keep the price down on this Accord because they cut out a bunch of features from those lower trims and put them in the higher ones. But that's pretty much the Honda Accord packaging and pricing. Do you think the packaging and pricing is good? Would you upgrade from your current Accord, or would you wait for something else? Personally, this doesn't really interest me because they dropped the 2.0 turbo, but that's just me. So tell me what you think down below, right below the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.